Greetings, everyone. Our QVC gift has arrived. Well, not a gift.
No.
A gift from Jess. Jess watches QVC during the holidays. You do a lot of shopping.
Yeah.
Why do you shop QVC?
Because I don't have to get off my couch.
Number one answer. That's right. And like right now, we're watching QVC and they've got HP laptop thing. And you guys know I've been looking for a laptop. I don't know much about this though. You guys know the rigorous amount of research that I put in before I buy something.
Yeah.
I usually end up convincing myself that I don't need it. I have gone without it for some months now and not really needed it, but I usually only use my laptop for two things on the YouTube channel. So it's like, and now you can do it on your phone, so I can do that. Anyway, I know why you guys are here. You want us to unbox what we got from QVC, and a couple of our viewers got it right.
Oh!
They literally got it right. They must have just turned
You're probably watching it.
Yeah, you're probably watching it too. But anyway, should we do the main thing first?
It doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. It's
Okay.
up to you.
So, we'll show what it starts off with. And we got a lot of coffee. A lot of coffee. We got the dark. I got it on Product Showcase, so there you go. I tried to add a little bit of extra light in here. It's still dark. Our home is very dark here in the living room, but that is the
This doesn't seem like it's
let me see.
focusing, but maybe that's just me.
Gotta take our eyes out of it there, I guess. Well, there it is. There it is. The original Donut Shop Dark Roast, which I've never had before. And Jessica, who doesn't even like coffee, really like the smell of this one.
I mean, I like the smell of coffee. I just don't like the taste of it.
I'm
But
curious.
this one
to
does
try
smell
that.
good. Yeah, the vanilla cream.
And let me add that the coffee from QVC for what we bought was all free.
Yeah.
This was all included. And we've got the regular. And with all the coffee that we got in this, I figured at regular prices, it's about what, $80 worth of coffee?
Yeah, something like that.
70 to $80 for regular price. Now, sometimes you can find Green Mountain and Original Donut Shop for a good price, you know, at like Kroger, Walmart, you know, some other places. But here's the Green Mountain Breakfast Blend. I actually really like this one. I really do. This is it's a nice light coffee. I know it says breakfast blend. This is more one that I would probably use for like
What does that
after
mean,
dinner.
breakfast blend?
It's a lighter
It's supposed to be-
roast. They say that lighter roast has more caffeine in it. I don't know though.
So it's supposed to be stronger for like the morning.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like a medium roast. You guys all know that. But this is one I'm really interested for. And if Jess drank coffee, I'm sure she would be too. Let me see if I can. Gotta hide the eyes for the Sony camera here. Cinnamon Classic Cinnamon Roll. Curious for that one too.
Curious how it smells. I can't really smell it because obviously these ones are K-cups.
Yeah.
So it's harder to smell the.
So you might be guessing by now what we got. Leave it down in the comments if I mean, I guess there's no way really. We were going to originally do a live show. I know some of you guys were wanting us to do a live show on this, which has been really busy. This weekend too is my nephew's birthday.
It's kind of hard to do a live show on this too, just because like, I don't know, all the components that go with it. It's not very
Yeah.
live show.
Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe how much coffee we got here. Okay, so this is a decaf. Okay? So I don't drink decaf, but I do have a couple family members who do. So one of you lucky family members will be receiving this from your Danno. Here, we got a free Caribou coffee. I do like Caribou. I like that it is the medium roast. This is the original. This is the best. I've tried a couple different flavors of Caribou and I haven't liked them. This one is good. And last but not least on the Keurig cups is the original Donut Shop coffee. This is really good. This is really, I compare this to Dunkin'. I actually think this might be better than Dunkin'. If you're getting the K-Cups. If you're getting the Keurig pods. Now, if you're using the ground, I do believe Dunkin' is better. And that is one thing that I have been missing in this household. And I haven't even said this on the channel. Most of you guys have figured it out, though. We got the Keurig Duo. The Keurig, it is the coffee pot.
Take it out of there and you can see it better.
Huh?
I said when we take it out of the
Oh,
box
yeah.
and you
See,
can see
we
it
haven't
better.
even opened it yet,
Yeah,
guys. We've been waiting.
Yeah, I'll just cut it open and then
Yeah.
we'll pull it out. Because then,
So don't reveal anything.
yeah. I mean,
you
obviously,
probably figured
the
it out.
word duo kind of gives it away. He had to use the most ridiculous knife he ever had.
Hey, you know, it's rare.
Don't shove down. Just
I'm
barely
not.
touch it.
Check that out. Some of you guys have probably seen this. This is my pride and joy right here. Anyway, yeah, it's a little overkill, I guess, but
A lot.
you know what? How happy was I when you bought this? Guys, I was like a kid in a candy store. I have always wanted these. You know, we had to do away with my other coffee pot maker. It had finally brewed its last pot. And I was like, you know, I like having the, because see, I have the little Keurig thing too, the little cup.
Yeah.
And then we got a bunch of filters. So if I want to just do a single cup, I can use that thing. But guys, I'll tell you what, I mean, when you buy nothing but Keurig pods, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a lot cheaper to buy bags of coffee that way. But I do use a good amount of coffee when I brew a pot, you know, because I like it strong. Also, it was really awesome yesterday. Thank you guys for your huge response on our Walmart video. You guys probably watched it this morning. Jessica calls me while I'm in the coffee aisle. What are the odds of that? She said, you're going to want to get some filters, the flat filters. And I was like, it's arrived.
Well, even not, you needed them, whether it had arrived or not.
Right, yeah. Here we go, guys. Glad it's the right product. That would have been silly to do a product review and like, oh no, they sent us the wrong thing. Look at this. Can you see it in there? Oh, see the ring light. That's
Turn
sure.
it a little more that way.
Okay.
There. So yeah, it has the carafe, so you can do a full pot of coffee, and then it still has the K-cup side, so like if you want a K-cup, like if you just need a single cup in the morning before you go and you don't want a whole pot of coffee. But it's nice that it's all in one machine so that you don't have to have a K-cup machine and a coffee pot. Because that was our problem too, is we didn't have room to have all of them out. So he was kind of like switching off, and he liked the K-cup version because he could just make a cup whenever he wanted. But, you know, now he has so many coffees from people that have sent us coffee and all that kind of stuff that are grounds. And now he can just make a full pot of coffee, or even not. I think, what does it say? 6, 8, 10, or 12 cups. So you don't even have to do a full pot if you don't want to, which is nice. And this one too has a thing in it where you could do like iced coffees. So you can put your ice in your cup and then brew your coffee, and it brews it not as hot so that it doesn't melt the ice over your coffee, which is pretty neat.
And thank you guys for all the coffee that you have been sending to our P.O. Box. Not that it's necessary.
No.
But we do have a P.O. Box. I will leave in the description box below if ever you want to send us any fan mail. We do appreciate it. Jess likes receiving things.
But it's
Cards,
you don't have to
no,
send anything.
don't send us, you don't have to send us any toys or anything like that. We do appreciate the fan feedback. You know, we have stacks of Christmas cards and holiday cards that we have saved from you guys for over the years. Thank you for all the coffee that you had sent. Guys, this is amazing. And Jessica is going to be using this as well. This was definitely a double-edged sword here, because you've already ordered some things.
I mean, I always could use the Keurig that we have. But since he always uses it for coffee, which is fine. This one they said on, and I know that was probably just something they say to sell stuff, but they say that the flavor is not supposed to transfer. So like if I make a cup of coffee and then I want like a hot chocolate, my hot chocolate is not supposed to taste like coffee. And while I wish that would be true, I don't know. I feel like, you know, that's something that probably at the beginning where you've not been using it a lot, it's probably true. But I did order these like cleaning pods so that we could like clean out the machine like every week or 2 weeks. I don't know how often it says to do it, just to keep it running well. Because I think what happens with this one that we have currently is because he only uses it for coffee and we don't really clean it that much. I mean, we clean it, like wipe it down and stuff. We don't do like a thorough like clean. I think the coffee gets stuck inside of the, you know, the bottom of the where you set the cup thing in.
It gets
I don't even know what
after a while.
to call that.
The older
but like
it
gets kind of clogged. So that's why I've not really used it, because he always uses it for coffee. But now that he'll probably be, you know, especially on the weekends, he'll probably more likely make a carafe of coffee versus a K-cup. And then I can do, like, I ordered some, what's that called? Oh, apple cider.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so good. I already actually had one because I did clean our machine the other day.
I'm
But
going to be putting that in storage. It's not, you know, I love that
it's
coffee
still
maker.
fine. And, like, if we had, you know, obviously when we have a house, it'll be nice to put, like, in the basement or somewhere, you know, if we were, like, you know, entertaining or something.
She's always thinking, guys. Always thinking.
I wanted to get those cleaning things so that we can, you know, keep it clean and fresh and everything so that it's not, you know.
You were talking about this,
yeah,
the
so
5-prong.
It has, this one also has, normally a K-cup just punctures one hole into the top of your cup, but this one actually has 5. I don't know if you can see it right here. It kind of looks like a dice. But it punctures it 5, like in 5 places so that it like really thoroughly gets your coffee saturated with, or whatever you're cooking or making out of the thing. It like really gets the grounds and all that stuff out. Because I do feel like sometimes, because don't you sometimes with the one you have, you'll brew it and then turn it and
I'll
then
turn
do
it,
it again.
yeah. Like if I have like a regular, and I do recommend this because it does seem like, you know, if it hits one edge of the coffee more, if you turn it, like say you're using the more expensive ones that you buy in the store, if you turn it, because I get the most out of it, right? I'm not going to just brew 8 ounces of coffee.
Yeah.
I'll brew like 8 ounces and then I'll turn it and then I'll brew for another 6. Does make the coffee a little weaker, but if you're drinking stuff like Starbucks or Dunkin', it is very strong anyway. What I like about this is that it's evenly distributed.
Yeah, it evenly
through
pulls
5.
the water
And
through the...
that's another thing. You're going to have less buildup and less crud. What is normally just one little spray
one
nozzle,
needle
whatever
that
they call
pops it. Yeah, I think they're like little needles, or
Well,
they
it comes
don't really,
from the bottom too, so it's evenly
that's
distributed.
nice that it has that, so that it can like evenly pull the water over it. Yeah. So it might be, you know, the first couple times he uses the K-cup part, it might be like a trial and error thing because he's used to, you know, turning the coffee and all that, which you shouldn't have to do with this one because it has the 5 on there, which is really nice.
I'm going to be making lots of pots of coffee.
But it was not, it's nice, like, because so the coffee maker, that was the deal, and then we got all of this extra. The coffee came as like a free thing, so we got 3 bags of ground coffee and then 5 boxes of like the K-cups. So I feel like that was a pretty
so
awesome.
Basically if you take off, let's say if you subtract $50, okay, let's say this coffee was on sale, I'm sure they got it for a good deal. Say you subtract $50. This was $140 total. Free shipping. This thing is heavy.
Yeah.
This cost them probably some money to ship.
Yeah.
So 50 minus 130 is $80. It's like I just paid $80 with the coffee on sale. Right? I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. I think I looked this one up because I do that too whenever I'm shopping. not just QVC, literally anywhere. If I'm somewhere, I will price compare with like Amazon.
Look on Amazon. Yeah.
And I was just curious because I was like, is this really a good deal for the coffee maker? And they were selling this model for $169, and that was just the coffee maker, and it didn't have all that extra coffee. So.
And you probably would have paid for shipping.
Yeah, well, you would have got free if it was Prime,
okay.
but still. You know,
that's the extra $30.
That's already $30 more, and you don't get all this coffee free. And I think they said they added it up. You know, if you use it the way that it's, you know, the amount of coffee intended, that you could get. What did they say? I think they said 160 cups of coffee. So, and if you think about it like that, like if you went to a coffee shop and bought 160 cups of coffee, like you're already
right, exactly.
So.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. You know, when we go out and I do the store videos, if there's a Starbucks or any coffee shop nearby,
I mean, you do every now and then, but it's just, you know, it's nice that you don't have to do that all the time. And it's nice too that, you know, if you are going somewhere and you want to fill up like a bigger container, you know, I mean, I don't know that you would use something like this, but if you have like a thermos, you could fill it up because you could make a carafe and you don't have to make a K-cup. You could be like, oh, I'm going to be gone for a while. I want to make, you know, a big pot of coffee so that I can carry it with me, especially now that it's starting to get cooler out.
Absolutely.
It's nice, and you don't have to sit there and wait for it. And I did see something, too, that was really cool when they were doing the demonstration. So, like, if you say you have people over and you're brewing an entire pot of coffee, but you have somebody that just can't wait to get their coffee. If they take it out and pour a cup, it will stop dripping, but then as soon as you pour it back in, it'll keep brewing.
Oh, it's got the auto show.
Yeah, so it'll stop doing that, so you don't have to. I love that.
I've never had that before.
If you're ready, like if you're like, I'm ready for coffee right now, I can't wait for it to brew this whole pot, you can pull it out and pour it and then pull it back in. So that's pretty cool.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is, guys.
Yeah, it's nice.
And you know what? I'm not a huge cold coffee fan, but I'm excited.
Yeah, that's cool that it has that option.
Yeah, that it has the cold coffee brew. I know there's probably some other stuff we're missing here.
Yeah, probably.
Also, this, what looks to be a little pot, is 72 ounces.
No, that's the water reservoir.
Yeah, but that's over 12 cups of coffee.
Yeah,
so it's a big pot.
Yeah, because the water. So it's the tank basically that goes on the back of the Keurig is 72 ounces, and it pulls obviously from that same place for the cups and for the carafe. And I can't remember how many it said because it did say
72 ounces. Or wait, what do you mean?
Like how many? So
you can do up to 12 cups,
and then
8 ounce water.
Okay.
Because 12 cups and then plus 8 ounces would be 72 ounces. So, but still, if you do, you know.
He's just always gotten in the habit of after he makes his coffee, he'll pour more water in the things just so that it's ready for the next time.
Yeah.
So that'll probably be something that, you know, it's just a habit that you do. You just, okay, I'm going to have this ready to go. I did see that there is a timer on there too. So like if you wanted to set it for, hey, I'm going to be up at 7 a.m., start my coffee while I'm getting up and getting ready to go. That way it's, you know, brewed and you don't have to, you know, sit there and wait for it because you weren't up and ready in time or something. So that is nice too.
We are jumping into the 21st century, guys. Oh, I am so excited.
Yeah,
Jess
I think
so
it's
awesome.
cool.
I couldn't believe it when she got this for me. It's just amazing. This is something you give a husband on Christmas, but we didn't want to wait.
Well, we were looking at it, and I was just like, you know, is that something... Just because I know he loves his Keurig, but I also know that he really likes drinking, like, pots of, like, ground coffee. So I just figured, you know, why not have the best of both? And it's compact, too, so it's not like it's... You know, take it because our Keurig is almost the size of this one. Really,
I know,
without
it's
the pot.
crazy, yeah.
So it's nice that it's both things, but just, you know, smaller footprint.
I like that it's kind of idiot proof because it's got here's the Keurig button right here.
Yeah.
Here's the brew button over here.
That's the carafe one, the K cup one, and I think when you push if you push the K cup, I don't even know because I think there you go. There we go. Because it's glaring. But like if you push the K cup, then you can then this turns into 6 8, 10, or 12 ounces. But if you push the carafe, that's 6 cups, 8 cups, 10 cups, or 12 cups, which that's probably obvious. I understand that, but I'm just saying, you know. But I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, there is a thing on there that says strong. There's a button that says strong, and there's a button that says extra hot. So I imagine, like, if you want your coffee, like, super piping hot, you can hit that extra hot, and it'll heat this up even hotter than a normal pot of coffee. And then that's kind of the same idea with the ice one, is it doesn't heat it up as much so that it doesn't melt your ice as you're pouring it in there. I'm not really sure what the strong one does. I guess maybe does it just not pour as much water through?
It doesn't pour. It slows the water down.
Like the drip isn't as
and
aggressive.
Exactly. Yeah, Mom's coffee pot has a strong button, and that's what it does. It's a Mr. Coffee. It works good. It works good. It makes it, the slower it comes out, the more the coffee has a chance to kind of like tea. Like if you're like making tea, or if you're making tea like through a Keurig, they always tell you to like kind of rest it on the bottom. Make sure that it's like on the bottom first. Same as if you were to pour a cup of tea too. They always say to make sure the tea bag is in there first, and then pour the tea and then kind of raise up. The reason why you do that is because the water is distributing evenly as you pull up from the tea kettle.
I just kind of let it sit in there and soak.
Well, no,
I imagine that's probably the same way.
It's the same concept.
Slowly going. But another thing that's cool, which I know they've always had this for Keurigs, but like I was saying, you know, he always used it for coffee, so it was hard for me to like go from a cup of coffee. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I don't want to have to, like, run 5 cycles of water through in order to make it not taste like coffee. Mm-hmm. But they also have K-Cups that are, like, refreshers almost, like from Starbucks, where they have, you know, like...
We're also about to get 100 ideas from our viewers down in the comments of how to do that in an easy way.
But, I mean, those things, like, you know, well, obviously they have teas, and they have, because I don't drink coffee, so they have hot chocolates, and they have those refresher things, which I didn't buy, but I probably will, because it looks super good. And having that cold option is really cool, because I could just fill it up with the ice, and then brew it, and have, you know, a cold, like, refresher drink. And he can still have his pot of coffee, or he could still brew a thing of coffee. And I know that you can always do this with Keurigs, but I feel like, you know, if you solely use it for coffee and you don't ever use anything else, then it does sort of have that flavor carry over. But I'm excited to use this more and to do more, you know, now I can, you know, have my hot chocolate and have my teas or my cider, because that one that I made the other day was actually really good, and really all I did was just run a clear cycle through the coffee maker, and I was kind of surprised, because I thought that it was going to have nothing but coffee grounds in the clear water, and it really didn't. So I mean, maybe it's just me, and I just think that it's gonna taste like it's probably like a psyche thing, and I think it's gonna taste like coffee, but it really doesn't. So I might be doing all these unnecessary steps. But I did want to get those cleaner things, just because, you know, this is brand new. We want to take care of it. We make sure that, you know, it's cleaned out thoroughly. Because that's another thing, is you don't want to have, like, old coffee sitting in there that's molding and all that stuff up under all the pieces. So
I mean, we do clean it.
Yeah, we clean it. We don't, like,
She did an extra thorough cleaning. You know.
Excuse me, but I don't know. I think it's cool.
I think it's awesome.
Fun and exciting to...
I've been waiting 2 days to
we've had it here for a while,
thing,
but we had to move all the stuff where the coffee pot was, all our coffee, clean that out, and then we still have that one hooked up, obviously, because he still needed his coffee. So we'll take that one down and apart and put this one up, and it'll be nice. I'm sure first thing it'll make is one of these bags of coffee, probably.
No.
What?
Thanks to our longtime viewer, Mr. Barry.
Oh, Joffrey's.
I have Joffrey's ready to go, bro. I have Joffrey's Mexican blend. We're going to have some exciting coffee rants here in the future.
He'll just have the pot with the straw in it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? I did try a cold brew of Joffrey's when we were down there. Yeah. I really liked it. The only thing that I don't like is I don't put sugar in my coffee anymore. I used to, but I don't put sugar in my coffee. And I feel like for a cold brew, you kind of have to put a little bit of sugar in it. You know, it just doesn't have the same effect or the same flavor, really. But I don't know. I'll try it without
Do
sugar.
they make specific like pods that are like meant to be cold brew coffees?
I don't think I would do. It's because we got this thing. No, I don't think I would do that.
Well, because I'm just asking because the cider one that I have, like it has the cider and the sweetener and everything already in the pod. So when it brews, you don't have to add anything extra to it. It's already like a sweet cider. So I was curious if it had something like that for like the cold brew to where it's already in the cup and you don't have to add anything extra.
I don't know, but we're about to find out. We may have future reviews of this coming. I know that we bought this from QVC, but I just want to give QVC a shout out. I think, I think there's lovers and haters of everything. QVC, I never used to watch it, but over the last couple years, Jessica has done some pretty amazing shopping.
I
We've
usually
gotten some
start
pretty
watching
awesome
in
Christmas presents.
July because they start doing their like kickoff to Christmas or like Christmas in July stuff, and usually you can get really good sales. And actually, I normally because I like ordering some of their like cookies and things like that, but they do that as like an advance order in July. So I order it in
Christmas
July, and then it doesn't ship until like November or December. So that by the time the holidays come, when you're into everything, everything comes, and I don't have to like be in the kitchen because it's already. I usually order like the boxes of pre-made cookie dough, and all you have to do is just heat it up. And it's so good. It's from like David's Cookies or something, but it's really good cookie dough. And I think I ordered a couple other like food things because sometimes I'll get like packs of like candy things or Christmas things to give as like gifts. But it's just, I don't know. It's just, and like I said, always keep making sure you're getting a good price because there are some things on here where you're like, that's not really that good of a deal.
or it's very high quality. Like a lot of the stuff, like they'll have like lobster tails on here, and it's like when you look at the lobster tails they have, it's expensive, but you're not going to find that in the store.
I know there was something that we were looking at. It was like meatballs or something, and it was a crazy high price.
Amazing,
and I was like, man, what in the heck? But they were sirloin, like it was made out of sirloin, so that's why it was so expensive.
And beef prices. Beef prices are...
Yeah, so it's it's just like everything. You just kind of gotta know what kind of things cost.
What were those crab cakes? Remember the crab cakes?
Yeah, that was like last year or something. I haven't seen any this year. But I like, and I don't get all my gifts from here. I do get a lot of things because you can find some pretty good deals.
And on Amazon.
And I am, I don't like being out in all the hustle. I actually like to have all of my Christmas shopping done before December because
she does too.
I do not like being out with all the craziness. It's too much for me and I get overwhelmed and I can't handle it. So that's another reason why I start early. Other than the fact that we have a big family and we have a lot of people, and it also is.
But we love it.
It's also really funny too because like almost all of his side of the family's birthdays are October, November, December. So it's like we're buying. Every week. So it's like we're buying twice. We're buying all the gifts for birthdays and Christmas all at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have to start early in order to spread it out so that I'm not spending. And you don't have to spend a fortune, but it's like, when you have that many all at once, it's hard to do it all at once. You have to spread it out. Yeah. So that's, sorry, that was just a long-winded way to say, I like to shop early and I like getting my stuff done and I like sitting on my couch and shopping. So
I have a quick-winded subject to talk about here real quick. With my shout out to QVC, if QVC happens to be watching this video, which we hope you are, we would be more than happy to review some products. So if you want to send Danno some products, Jess is the master, but if you want to send us stuff, hey, we appreciate it and we will do product reviews for you. I love this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know how all that works, but I mean, it's cool. I
love this. I just love that we got
cool
this. I was
concept. QVC is a cool concept.
It is a cool concept.
To be able to just be like, especially for, mom and pop people or people that just have like a small shop, but they can like produce a lot of stuff. It's nice to be able to go on something like this and be like, hey, I'm going to advance order this much product and I'll sell it, at Christmas time. You can pre-order so that we know how much to make. But I don't know. It's kind of cool to like get your name in that way.
That guy who was, I don't know what his name was, but the guy who was doing the turkey and ham
Oh,
in
well,
the
I
Thanksgiving
think
stuff.
I think they're pretty big. I think, isn't that
Oh,
a
is
big
it?
company?
Oh.
Corky's Barbecue.
Corky's, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it was. But what I wanted to, they said that they were at 30,000 sales.
Yeah.
30,000. And I was
crazy.
like, the price differences were like between 80 and 159,
60, something like that,
160. And we figured just 100, $3 million.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, it's
30,000. I mean, they're reaching people.
It's a genius way. That's what I was gonna say. It's a genius way to reach people because
Free shipping.
A lot of people like to sit at home and don't like to be out in the hustle and bustle. People like to shop on Amazon, but it's nice to actually see things
the product
being used, or how you can decorate it, or how you can set things up or do different things. So it's a nice way. It's almost like a YouTube channel. You're watching somebody teach you how to use something, and you're like, oh, I didn't really realize that I could do that with it, so I'm gonna now I want to order something. So I don't know, it's pretty cool.
Let us know down in the comments. Would you like for us to review more products? This one we paid for, though, QVC. We want free products.
No.
I'm just kidding. No, I love doing this, though. I love, like you said, I love the content. We're sitting here watching it right now. We're watching these beautiful candles.
I watch it when they do like gift sales.
I like Christmas stuff.
Like the gift ideas and things like that. I'm not really like a makeup and that kind of person because I don't really wear it. And I wouldn't buy stuff like that.
I will for a price.
I won't buy stuff like that as gifts either, just because I don't know what people like, and people have sensitivities and all that kind of stuff. So normally I skip those types of shows. But yeah, like gifts and toys and holiday decor, all that kind of stuff. I'm all over it.
I was telling Jess the other day, I would love to go on this show and try just talk, because I love, you guys know this is what I do. I love talking about food, but I love talking about products in general.
I said that it would be
that I believe in.
It would be fun to be one of the people that like pours jars of nuts in bowls, or
Yeah.
like opens up candy bars and like cuts things open and different stuff like that. Would be the fun thing to do on QVC.
I said the other day at the start of our video when we were first talking about this, I was like, QVC is dangerously awesome, because it's like, and you gotta be careful, because it makes it easy to buy. But somebody left in the comments, they said Dave, the guy who works for QVC, they said he's dangerous, and you were not lying, because I've been watching that guy more and more. This guy could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just he's passionate about the product.
But and that's good too. Like, you want somebody obviously to sell your products that genuinely uses them or believes in them.
Sure.
But
that's how I would be.
Yeah.
I'm not going to promote a product that I don't believe in.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to come off very well. If you're selling these cashews and I'm like, you can get this at Ollie's for $5.
And I'm sure there are probably some times where, they may exaggerate to some extent. But that's like where I said, you got to just know, okay, this is going to cost me this much in the store. This price is good and it's free shipping. Maybe it's $1 or something more than what you would pay in the store, but you don't have to drive to the store.
You're on your you're saving
and you don't
gas
have to go deal with
time.
people. So it's like, where you gotta just find that balance. Like, is a couple dollars or $5 worth it more to pay so that you don't have to go deal with people? And in my case, the answer would be yes. But that's just something you have to, figure out within whatever you're ordering. So
absolutely.
But anyways,
this will
be
the most awesome.
This will be something
thing.
we'll be playing with today, probably.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this video very early in the morning, because I got one. This is Starbucks. This is Starbucks. I had a K-Cup of Starbucks. And I will say, for Starbucks K-Cups, they are strong, which is why I like it, because if you're going to pay the price for the little Keurig pod, then you want to make sure that you're getting a strong coffee. But anyway, guys, I know we've been talking for a while here. Go QVC. I'm all for it. A lot of our viewers were talking about the Home Shopping Network.
Oh, yeah. I think they're like together. Like, I think they're the same.
QVC bought out.
Yeah,
Home Shopping
so they
Network,
are like, I will say the only time I normally watch the Home Shopping Network is when they do their crafting. Like, they do, like, I can't remember what they call it. It's something craft something, or scrapbooking or something. But that's usually when I watch them. I mostly watch QVC. But yeah, I feel like they're all under the same umbrella. So whichever, if you get one or the other channel, normally they have similar items. So.
They know what they're doing, that's for sure. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I was really excited to get this. Thank you, Jess, to my wonderful wife, who's always thinking of me and everybody else and you guys. And we do appreciate you taking the time to watch our little coffee review. I know we don't normally do videos like this, but I really enjoy doing this. And it's something that we really love. And we thank you all so much for watching. With all that being said, we are out. And always remember, the adventure
is out there.